Hello again, my friends, and welcome to another edition of Joey's Wacky World of AQ Sports. We are coming to you live here from the Southside Ice Arena, where we are in between game number 1 and game number 2 of an AQ Saints doubleheader. The women lost a heartbreaker today, 3-zip, and we'll have the guys doing battle in approximately 20 minutes exclusively here on the AQ Saints YouTube network. But if you can't see already behind me, and be lucky you guys are catching her right now here, because it might be the first time today somebody saw her where she wasn't in the penalty box. Joining me now is Paige Ike. Welcome.
Hi, guys.
All right, I got to ask. You know, today didn't look as chippy as some of our other games have been this year. What's up with the mass exodus to the penalty box?
Well, you know, I love sticking up for my teammates. It's a passion of mine. And if somebody's going to hit my teammate, I'm going to have to hit them back. Grew up playing boys hockey, learning how to check, and I unfortunately can't let that trait go.
All right, but all joking aside, today, while it's disappointing, we gave up a couple of goals in the first 4 minutes of the game, really until that junk goal that came with 30 seconds to go. It was a well-fought battle. Where are we going to find the scoring?
Joey, great question. I think, holy moly, Lorelai, get in here. Where are we going to find our scoring from?
That's a great question. I'm not sure.
We're battling hard to get more breakouts. We're really working on our neutral zone regroup and keeping possession in the zone instead of freaking out when we have the puck. So that's where our scoring is going to come from eventually, when we can hang on to the puck.
Well, one thing I want to say, and I want to give credit where credit is due, it would be easy just this short into the season for a lot of players to just bag it, saying, okay, things aren't going right, I give up. There shows, I see absolutely no sign in watching play that your team is anywhere close to giving up. How is everybody staying still upbeat and positive?
It's always been like a thing with our team is we never give up no matter what. Because we're always short players. We've been short players for years, and although I'm a freshman, like I know we've always been short, but just digging deep and knowing that we can pull out of it, and also just like staying strong through the whole game.
Junior here, this team does not give up. We really love to keep pushing, and you don't make us mad when you score on us, just letting you know. Also, we like to rip top Ched bar down on the tender, and we really have some full-time gifted players that are going to get us there eventually. We have a very gifted team, and yeah.
What is right now? It's still so early in the year. It's not even November yet. What do you think? How will this team look different when we get to January, February, and March?
It's going to be a lot better because we also have two players that are like
18?
Once they're 18, they're really solid defensemen. So it's going to be a lot better, and it's going to be a lot stronger in the defensive zone. We're going to be able to get it out, and I think we're going to have a lot of more scoring chances.
Now, on Tuesday, we had the latest edition of the Nelson Report over at Big E's, and I had Coach Rosema on there talking about hockey, but you know what? He didn't talk a lot about women's hockey, so I'm getting Emma on in it's the Tuesday, the full week before Thanksgiving. How well supported do you think your team will be compared to the boys' team that only had 6 guys show up?
I think there'll be a lot more support. I think it'll be a good turnout.
Well,
Yeah.
I'll give you a little secret right now. We started a new segment. It's Ask Your Coach Anything. So you've got almost 4 weeks to come up with a question to ask Coach Emma.
Yeah. We love Rosie. We're big fans of Rosie. Our coach will really support us and probably hype us up a lot.
Yeah.
And we just keep getting better, and we're really going to show out in these next few games.
Excited.
Well, I'm disappointed we weren't able to sneak the W in today, but at the same time, I want to tell you, from somebody who's been doing sports broadcasting for over 30 years, I see absolutely nothing but positive things coming out of your team. And considering how much injuries, suspensions, and other weird situations that have happened, I think you guys have competed and represented yourself and your school with a lot of pride.
Yes, thank you. What can we say one more thing? Attention, Culver's on 3. Okay.
Wait.
3, 2, 1. Attention, Culver. Joey's Wacky World of Sports.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, ladies. We wish you all the best, and we will see you coming up. I think our next game is next week or
No, we have
at home.
We have a scrimmage, but
Oh yeah, our games got canceled
Yeah.
because we fought too much.
Oh, the road trip one?
yeah. So GVSU that we had November 2nd is no longer happening.
Okay, so we'll take the GVSU game off the schedule, but we'll be seeing the Division One women's Saints hockey team back in action soon. Thank you for joining us. We're going to step up for a quick commercial. We'll be back with the starting lineups here for the next game. Keep it locked on the AQ Saints YouTube network.
6-7.
test, 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 test. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, 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 hey. All right, Saints fans. Oh, I know what we need to do.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Southside Ice Arena for tonight's game featuring the visiting Lawrence Tech Blue Devils and your Aquinas Saints.
All right, Saints fans. It's Calvin Wilson here. Joey Sutherland is going to be with you shortly. I'm here with my good friend Jack O'Malley.
Gracious God, we give you thanks for your gift of life and for all the ways you bless us. Today we especially give you thanks for the opportunity to take part in this competition. May all of us here recognize the opportunity you give to learn and
All right, my friends, we are ready to go. Game number 2 of the doubleheader. Our final stream of what has been a Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs day of athletics for AQ Saints. It started like 15, 20 hours ago with the huge cross country we had going on downtown at Riverside Park. Then it was the men's and women's co-ed swim and dive. at East Grand Rapids. You could sneak in women's rugby was going on. Then there was women's volleyball. By the way, the women's volleyball team has won the WAC conference, or at least the share of it as of now. The faceoff is won by AQ. They're going to push it down and set up a quick line change right off the bat there for the visitors from Lawrence Tech. Obviously, Lawrence Tech in the blue jerseys with your Saints in the white jerseys as that one hits the netting and will be a stop and play. Let's go big so you can see it easier. Connor Leppink is here. And Connor, you will appreciate this as much as anybody. Let me go to it. It's green now.
Let's go.
Yeah, but it doesn't help the girls.
Yeah.
Back to live action here. As the faceoff comes back out to neutral ice. That's a little too far. Let's see if it gets by the cage, and the goalie actually had to stop it. The Saints tried to let it go, hoping for an ice baby, but were unable to get that one to not be on net. So, with 19 and 29 to go in period number 1, waiting for the ensuing faceoff. It is won by, it looked like Lawrence Tech won it, but the Blue Devils were unable to corral it. It goes all the way down the other way, and now the Saints are setting up in the attack zone, hoping to recapture the puck. Can't see right now. There's a scrum for it. On the half boards, they whistle it back the other way, battle for it, as Doan goes for a big check. Nice play there by Evan Doan, who plays both hockey here on the D1 team, but he's also a part of Coach Treppa and the lacrosse team. And an outstanding young man. Finishing up on the activities going on today, the men's and women's soccer both play today as there's a center and just off the mark. I haven't heard the score of the women's game, but the men lost a heartbreaker 3-0. The women's hockey, which was just before this one, was also a 3-0 game as another shot on goal just off the mark. And congratulations to the rugby team as the men's rugby team, they earned a bye this weekend. So they will be back in action on Friday getting ready for the postseason. And we're excited about that one. Had a chance to talk to Coach Lance at the Nelson Report on Tuesday, and we are going to continue to stream all of at least the next couple of games at the tournament coming up. So we'll be able to continue to watch our men's rugby team and hope that they have a good run in the playoffs. Saints trying to clear it back out to neutral ice. They do so right in front of the Lawrence Tech bench. Takes a shot, misses it. The redirection was just off the mark. Nice save there by the goalie for Lawrence Tech. They bring it back up the other way quickly. Tries to center it behind the goal. Look for a wraparound. Not there. Good defensive work there by AQ as they'll battle to try to get it outside of the attack zone. Hit a couple of skates and a body, maybe even a stick later. Kind of going up the half boards. Saints have it, but a bad giveaway there. Fortunately, two Lawrence Tech players ran into each other, and the puck comes out to center ice. The Saints try to force the puck to stop rolling. They reverse the direction. Line changes are completed by both teams. The Saints bring it into the attack zone, setting up. Takes the shot on goal. Went to the weak side post. Not there. Drops it off. Look at this. Oh, just couldn't quite get the stick on it quick enough. And that's going to be intercepted and pushed up the ice. The Saints will chase after it. And that will, actually, neither team went for a line change on that, as the puck is still at center ice, caught in the stick of in the skate of a Saint player. And now it's whistled around the half boards, lost right in front of the bench. Look at this, slap shot off the mark. Oh, baby. Second chance, redeflected into the netting. We'll have a stop and play and a face-off deep in the attack zone. No score, 16:22 to go in the first period. Thanks for joining us here in the AQ Saints YouTube network. I'm Assistant Athletic Director, Director of Athletic Communications, Joey Sutherland. I want to thank you for joining us here on the AQ Saints YouTube network. Coming in to talk at the end of the first period, I'll have Connor Leppink here with us, the deputy AD, and he's really probably the most powerful guy because he handles the money. So everybody sucks up to Connor. I got a smile emoji from Damon on that one. As coming back the other way with it, 1-on-3 though, but a good job of handling the puck. Lost it temporarily. The Saints are desperate to get it back. They do so, and now they'll be able to clear it out. Oh, there was a little shenanigans going on to the right circle. No whistle. I don't even think the linesman saw that one. But you can see, hot and bothered about that one, and hockey players have a super long memory, and I'm sure Braylon Outwater will not forget that situation. Saints chasing after the puck behind the end line. And now they'll start to push it forward as both teams finish the line change. Popped up. That's onside, I guess. Battle for the loose puck goes behind the cage. Lawrence Tech has it cleanly, and they'll be able to push it out. And now, oh, with a good effort on that feathered pass, just missed it. Now they bring it into the zone. Take the shot. A fat rebound, but fortunately for the Saints, they're able to somewhat control it. Now it goes around the half boards. Saints have it, and uncontested for now. And it looks like they're going to finish a line change, and so will the Lawrence Tech squad. With the puck completely behind the cage right now. Can't see who had it. Look at that stretch pass. It would have been an icing, but the Saints were there, and it forces the goalie to pick it up and negate the icing. That's still onside. Battle for the puck, looking for a trailer. Nobody's there. The Saints were going for a line change, and it's going to be brought back to center ice. 14-19 to go here in the first period. Saints with a steal. 3-on-3 though. Tries to center it. Wraparound attempt. Nothing there. Good job defensively by Lawrence Tech on that one. And the Blue Devils will steal it and now push it up the ice. Just past the red line. That's onside. What a skate. Takes the shot. Missed it point blank. Break there for AQ. And now they clear it back out to center ice. Aquinas goes for a change. Wow, look at that hit. And now are they going to call a penalty on that? And it looks like the Saints are going to go to the penalty box for the first time here today. Or maybe not. I beg your pardon. They're just going to have a face-off just outside the blue line. That is outstanding. I thought it was a clean play. Look at this. Erickson dips it away. He's on his own. Take shot. Scores! Goal! Burying the biscuit in the basket. Xavier Erickson pokes it away at center ice, goes the distance, finds the back of the net, and the Saints on top 1-0 with 13:37 to go in the first period. Oh my goodness, that was a pretty play. My guess is that will be an unassisted goal as he got the steal and went close to close. And it is, in fact, an unassisted goal, as I suspected. So, for one of the few times this year, AQ jumps out to a lead early in the first period. And I have never seen the scoring booth area right in front of us more packed. I think there's 37 people over there right now. Only a couple grad students. That is really packed over there. I'll have to ask Calvin about that at the end of the first intermission. Look at this. It might be onside. Oh, went for the wraparound, lost the puck. Now the Saints are able to corral it. Can they keep it in? Nope, it's poked away. Nicely done. And that will afford Lawrence Tech an opportunity to change up the lines. And some fresh legs coming in for the Saints as well. including Zachary Burns, the captain, number 27 for AQ. Coming up on 12 and 30 to go here in the first period. 1-0 AQ on top thanks to the Xavier Erickson goal just a minute ago. Good job there by Lawrence Tech to clear it out and now bring it up onside. Tried to center it. Backhand just off the mark. That was a well-designed and executed play there for the visitors from Lawrence Tech. Now the puck meandering up the half-boards. Direction has been changed just outside the circle. Now they'll pop it up, chase after it, but unable to get by the defenders. On that one was Ben Cesario. That is offsides and no whistle. Oh, my goodness. I mean, he was so far offsides, you would have think he had pitched a tent inside the red circle. Finally, the whistle blows, and we'll have a faceoff back out into the neutral zone with 11 and 55 to go here in the first period of a 1-0 AQ lead. Thanks for joining us. We're coming to you live here from Southside Ice Arena. What a crazy day it's been in streaming for the AQ Saints. Oh, no, point blank, somehow keeping it out of the net. How did he do that? The force is strong in that one, I'll tell you. Back come the Blue Devils once again, takes the shot off the mark. Whistles around the half-board. Can the Saints clear it out? They do, and if they hustle, 2-on-1 right in front of the Lawrence Tech bench. There's a trailer coming, takes the shot. Oh, he did not see the second trailer. Had he seen that, that might have been a glorious scoring opportunity for the Saints. Now the puck is back out to the neutral zone. Kept in there. Gets caught in the skates of one of the Lawrence Tech players going on for a line change. Going off for a line change. As I cannot prove this, but I believe it is, honest to God, colder in here right now than it was during the women's game. Battle for the loose puck, and now brought in on sides. Nicely done. Tries to get a very difficult angle. Saints want to clear it out, and will do so. Look at this. On another breakaway opportunity, got by the defender. There's no penalty called yet. And there is no hand up. Oh, my goodness. That looked like a tug of the jersey, but there was not a whistle or a hand go in the air. And there is 26 AQ Saints on the bench who are questioning why there wasn't. But it doesn't matter. They're playing on. The puck pops out back to neutral ice once again. And both teams are at least getting some fresh legs. We're at the 10-minute mark of the first period. Shot on goal is going to be ricocheted away by the goalie and go into the netting. So we'll have another face-off in the attack zone for AQ. This one will be to the left of the Lawrence Tech goal with 10:05 to go now here in the first half. First period. And actually they messed me up. The face-off was to the right of the goalie instead of the left of him. Saints win the faceoff, trying to center it. Good defensive work, though, by the Blue Devils. There's a battle for the puck just outside of the crease. And now Lawrence Tech will be able to skate it up and send it off just past the goal. Saints were going for a line change, tried to feather the pass in, unable to do so. And, oh, my goodness, they did not wave off the icing, even though there were two Blue Devils who literally looked at it between them and let it go by. But with that, they'll bring the puck all the way back down to the opposite side in front of the AQ goal. Berthauden is in the goal here for the Saints. Face-off is won. Oh, running into that one was Gavin Rosema. Brings it back the other way. Saints with an opportunity. Oh, man, did that ricochet off a couple of skates. Tries to center it, but only a Blue Devil is there. And now they get it out to the blue line and into the neutral zone. Popped it up, and now it's going to go all the way down. Saints chase after it while Lawrence Tech goes for a completion of a line change. Still behind the goaltender. Pushing it up the ice. Nice pass, but still in the neutral zone. Battled for and now dumped in by the Saints. They'll chase after it. A lot of blue jerseys back there. They'll just whistle it around the half boards with 8:27 to go here in this first period. Saints keep it in. Now they try to reverse the flow. That's onside. Want to get a shot on. Second chance, third chance. Do they get a fourth? Nope. A good job there by Lawrence Tech. The Saints still finishing their checks up, but it comes all the way down to the defensive end, and now they force it back out to the neutral zone while they finish a line change. Some fresh legs on the ice here for AQ, and doing likewise is Lawrence Tech. We're down to 7:55 to go here in the first period. Saints on top 1-0 thanks to that Xavier Erickson goal. And still a little bit of a completion. I think that was the defenseman finally changing up. Nice pass. That's onside, but unable to get through the sea of blue. And now a shot. Oh, my goodness. It took a funny hop, but unfortunately unable to catch up to that one was Austin. And now it's back out to center ice. Trying to bring it in is Lawrence Tech, but a good job there by AQ. Is that onside? It must be. But now the Saints have to chase back after it. Back into the defensive zone. Fires it up the ice. And a trip. Let's see. No hand raised. Good googly moogly. That was a trip and a half. And that's going to be an icing, though. That'll go all the way down. And there's the whistle. Oh, my goodness gracious. Great balls of fire. You take a look at that one, folks, and I don't know that you could get a more clear tripping. As the faceoff now will be to the right of the AQ goal. It's won cleanly by Lawrence Tech. Battle for the puck, though, now after the first shot. They get it back out to the neutral zone. Lawrence Tech pushes it the other way. That could be an icing. Nope. The Saints go after it right away to negate the icing, but probably to stop any chance for Lawrence Tech to get there first. Looking for the give and go. And now a wholesale line change there for AQ with 6:15 to go in the period. Puck takes a funny hop off of the bench for Lawrence Tech. The Saints get the ricochet. Back they come, 2-on-3. Drops the puck, takes a shot, whistles it just past the goalie, and now it's going to be coming back the other way with a head of steam. But the Saints intercept the puck and push it back up the ice. Centered it. Didn't look like much of a play, but the goalie had to be sharp on that one. And look at this, back the other way. Three Saints are back, but a nifty move. And then a cross check. Is that going to be called? I'm looking to see if a hand's raised. We've seen that called this year. But thank goodness the officials have been consistent. They're pretty much letting them play right now. With the old adage, no corpse, no foul. Couple of shots there and finally holding on to it as opposed to taking a chance at one of the Lawrence Tech players coming in and trying to get a junk goal. So we'll have a face-off to the left of the Saints goal with 5:30 to go in the first period. 1-0 AQ on top. Thanks for joining us here on the AQ Saints YouTube network. I'm Joey Sutherland, and I'll be bringing the action for this game here tonight. Face-off is won by Lawrence Tech. It's whistled up the half board. Saints want to clear it, and what do we got? Was it played with a high stick, or was it a high stick? Oh, no, I guess. Boy, it sure looked like he was calling for that, but apparently it was just the net was off the bearing, so they had to fix the net. We'll have a face-off to the right of the AQ goal. Saints win the face-off cleanly, whistled around the half boards. Did they get it out? I couldn't tell. Slap shot coming up off the mark. Saints chase after it. And now they'll let the offense get set up. A long stretch pass, and that's probably an icing. And it is. I'm not sure what they were thinking on that one. But now we'll have another face-off all the way back down in the AQ defensive zone. Once again, the face-off to the left of the goal. This time it's won cleanly. It takes a funny hop off of a couple of skates. Saints are able to clear it, and now they're trying to push it up the ice. Goes behind the goalie, who goes after it. Tries to feather it up the half boards. Saints, can they keep it in? They did so. Now trying to center it. Actually had a little bit of ice to skate. Late defender comes in. Now they push it back outside, but it's intercepted by Lawrence Tech, and they're going to be able to get it out to center ice. Take a shot on goal, actually, from a deep distance, and that's going to force the Saints to hold on to it. And another face-off coming up here in the attack zone for Lawrence Tech with 4:36 to go in the first period. Face-off is won cleanly, and that took a funny roll there by Lawrence Tech. The Saints are able to get on it. Now they'll be able to push it back out to center ice, and actually chasing after it onside. Wants to center, does a wide open. Oh my goodness, they won't get any easier than that one. A second chance, and this time it's covered up. A smart play there by the goalkeeper, number 30, Brett Tome. The Howell, Michigan goaltender for Lawrence Tech covers that one up wisely. Keeps it 1-0. He's looked sharp early on in this game. Face-off will be to his left. And it's won by Lawrence Tech. They're going to get it back out to the neutral zone. And now try to push it up the ice. Saints chase after it. Tried to clear it. And they'll get it back out to center ice, and they'll be able to change up the lines now. Fresh legs in for the Saints as the pass across the ice was intercepted. Oh, what do we got with 3:45 to go? We have a stop and play. You heard a whistle. Not really sure what happened, but I think something good in the Michigan State game as my phone just lit up. So I will have to peek. Oh, but I remembered my Wi-Fi is awful in here. Shot on goal by the Saints off the mark. They chase after it, but a great job there by Lawrence Tech. The Saints had to hustle to keep that one. Oh, and that was a dangerous pass back into the defensive zone. Now it's back to the offensive zone for the Saints. They whistle it around the half boards, chasing after it. Lost the skate, or an edge, I beg your pardon. Didn't lose the full skate. Centers it back around, whistles it back around. Going after it, tries to look for somebody to center it to. Instead, the Saints take it away. And now use the goal for a little bit of protection. Skated up, that was onside, but he couldn't hold on to it. Oh, Doan was in the clear. And now the Saints are trying to bring it back in onside, but it's taken away by Lawrence Tech. But, oh, the Saints once again can't keep it in. The puck takes a funny ricochet. Here comes the Saints up the ice now. Oh, knee-to-knee action. And then another one. And we got a tripping coming up. Who's going to get the call? And it looks like the Saints will get the first power play of the evening with 2:30 remaining here in the first period of a 1-0 AQ lead. Looks like it will be number 9, Zane Iron, who heads to the box. And that was up in the netting, and finally the officials catch that. Now it's weird. 4 seconds went off the penalty clock, but not off of the game clock. So we're going to redo it. Nobody caught that. I don't even know how that happens. And a penalty now coming up to a cross check is going to be called. And we're going to be at even strength. And much to the chagrin of Zachary Burns, I do not think is pleased with that call. But there will be a minute 52 of 5-on-5. 4-on-4, I'm sorry. Wrong sport. I was still doing water polo. 4-on-4 action here for the next minute 52. Unless something else happens. This will afford both teams a little bit more open ice. Means you have to be a lot tighter defensively. Drops it behind the cage. Looks to center it. Nobody's there. Good defense by the Saints. Tried to poke it away. Unable to do so. Takes the shot right into the basket and held on to. So with a minute 55, still a minute and a half to go in the minute 25 for the Lawrence Tech penalty and a minute 33 remaining in the AQ penalty. Minute 55 to go here in this first period. Still, Xavier Erickson is the only goal scorer so far, and his was an unassisted, beautiful goal. Poked away there. Can the Saints get it out to neutral ice? They cannot. And a perfect feed, but fanned on it. Oh, my goodness. He was wide open. Takes a slap shot. Hits a Saint. Now fights for it. A good job there of pinching to keep it in by Lawrence Tech. They get a second chance. Takes the slap shot. Misses it over the backside. Backhander is going to be held onto with a minute 28 to go. Holy cow, was that action fast and furious. But it's just a lot of noise. As we're down to a minute 28 to go. It seems like when it's a 4-on-4, the clock goes super slow. Joey Sutherland keeping you company here at the Southside Ice Arena. Face-off won cleanly by Lawrence Tech. They try to set it up. Behind the goal, chased after it. Battle for the puck. Saints have it, lose it. Now they reverse the flow up the half boards. They change the flow once again, and now they have a chance to clear it out, and they will do so. And look at that pass. Is it onside? It is. Far to the outside, centers it. And there was a lot of action in front of the goal. There's an injured Saint player there, but because of the transition, they're not going to stop it. Push to the side. He's still down there, and the Saints have to get possession before they'll stop and let the trainers go take a look. That did not look pretty, folks. It was certainly not dirty or in any way malicious, but it also was very painful. We will not turn the camera that way. We'll keep it down on the opposite side. I still can't see for sure who it is. I think it's 73. Maliutin is the injured Saint. Again, let me be very clear. There was nothing dirty. There was no shenanigans. It was just a full speed play with some contact. And while he's slow to get off the ice, the good news is he is getting off on his own accord. Still 22 seconds remaining in the penalty to Zane Iron, and still 30 seconds remaining in the Zach Burns penalty. The face-off deep in the attack zone is cleared out by the Saints. Look at this. 2-on-1 the other way. Perfect pass. Can he give it back? Does! Oh, but just ahead of him. Saints chase after it. It's about to be a power play, albeit a very short one, for the Lawrence Tech squad, and it will be right now. The Saints have to be careful and mindful of it. 3-on-2 the other way, takes the shot. What a save there, and covers it up for a whistle with 2 seconds remaining in the power play. 23 seconds to go here in the first period. This has been an absolutely end-to-end action first period of play. Saints now going for the wholesale line change with that 23 seconds to go. They're still short one player, so it is technically a power play for another 2 seconds. Waiting for the faceoff to be dropped. The Saints desperately want to win this one. And another late change coming in. And the faceoff, the puck is dropped. We're back to even strength now. 3-on-1 the other way for the Saints. Rosie has it, dips it off, gets it back, shoots, misses it. 12 seconds to go. The Saints trying to center it. There's a wide open. It hits the post. 7 seconds to go. All of a sudden, an enormous amount of pressure put on here by AQ. Final seconds, shoots it, and that's going to be the horn. Holy cow, what a crazy final 27 seconds. At the end of the first period, though, the only goal scorer, 13:37 of the first period, Xavier Erickson puts the biscuit in the basket. Saints on top, 1-0. We'll step out back in 15 minutes. Keep it here on the AQ Saints YouTube network. To the second period we go. 1-0 Saints on top. Face-off is won cleanly, but now it's pushed in past the AQ goal. They're going to chase after it. It gets back out to center ice. It's going to go all the way up the ice. No icing there, as I believe it was actually initiated. Right there, point blank, second shot, misses. 2 wide open shots by the Saints early in the period. Very much like they left the second period. Another shot right back into the biscuit basket for the goalie. He holds on to it. Holy cow, to end the first period and to start the second, a ton. Touchdown, Michigan. Getting ready for a face-off coming up here with 19:31 to go. The face-off is dropped. Saints win it. Now they chase after it. They keep it in. There's a battle at the half boards. Swept away, and now it's going to be out to center ice. Pushed up by the Lawrence Tech squad. Nice little move. Hits the skate of the goalie, and it's actually held in nicely. But the Saints on a second chance are able to clear it back out, and that will force. Actually, neither team goes for the line change. Saints try to keep it in. Somehow that's onside. Dipsy-Doo takes the shot, misses it. Nobody's there to trail. And now they clear it back out to center ice. Saints start a line change. And we got a whistle away from the puck. What do we got? There might be too many men on the ice. And I believe that's what it is. Serving it is going to be Braylon Outwater. And he'll get the 2-minute. And this is a chance potentially to tie it up early here for the Lawrence Tech squad. Face-off is won by the Saints. It goes all the way down to the goalie, and that will force them to go after it. Now they'll start to push it up as the Saints finish a line change. Pushing it up the ice. Tried to drop it. Good defensive read there. Battle for it. Cap in. Gets it out to the far outside at the flat. Now up to the point. Opposite side. Just outside the circle. Still battling for it. Tries to clear it out desperately. And finally the Saints do so. 1 minute remaining in the man advantage here for Lawrence Tech. 2 minutes gone in the second period. Saints still on top 1-0. That's whistled all the way down. Ricocheted off the glass. And that will force once again the Blue Devils to skate all the way back up the ice with it. Nice move. Feathered, centered. Where's the puck? Saints have it, and they'll be able to clear it out. And they lift it up, push it down. Saints chase after it. The goalie has to come out and get it. The Saints get a takeaway, but there was nobody there quick enough to be able to get a shot on. Now it's back out to neutral ice, and now we have another whistle. What do we got here? It was not in my line of sight. There's 26 seconds remaining in the power play, and a cross-check's coming up on AQ. Oh, that's going to be called on Cooper Nineheis. So it's going to be a 5-on-3 for 26 seconds. And you can see Aquinas is not happy about the call there. This is an absolutely glorious opportunity here for the Blue Devils. They'll have a face-off to the right of the goalie. Saints need to get this face-off win and try to at least get rid of that first 26 seconds. They do, and they're able to clear it all the way down to the goalie, who's going to chip it back up quickly. We're down to 14 seconds of the first power play. They kick it back out, but now set up with it is Lawrence Tech. Centers it over, wants to shoot it. Redeflected. 4 seconds, 3. They want to get this one before. And they get rid of the first power play. And they're going to force the face-off all the way out to center ice, I believe. 26 seconds gone here on the first power play, or now the second power play. Saints try to clear it. It's just lost the puck. That's a break for AQ. They nearly take it away. The puck is still out at the neutral zone. That will afford the opportunity for AQ to change up the defenseman. I think that's Doan in the game now. And what do we got? Offsides is the call. Still 1:17 in the power play. It seems like Lawrence Tech has been on a power play for most of the second period so far. And that would actually be accurate. I am not kidding, folks. I feel it's colder every time. Saints are able to whistle it all the way down. And the goalie forces it around the end boards. Saints go after it, but the Blue Devils end up with it. And now they'll push it up the ice as the Saints finish a line change. Into the attack zone now with just under a minute remaining in the power play. Looking to center it. Pulls it back at the point. Shoots it and held on. What a pick there. Oh. The faceoff is won by Lawrence Tech. It's whistled around the half boards behind the goal. Saints try to clear it down, and they will again. A great job by the AQPK here in the second period, but still 30 seconds remaining, and you do not want to give any momentum to the Lawrence Tech squad as they push it up the ice. That's onside behind the goalie. He holds it up temporarily. Now he tries to force it up. It's kept in, though, by Lawrence Tech. 18 seconds remaining in the power play. Perfect pass. Takes the shot. Missed it. Second effort. Also missed. Third shot. It's rolling around, and the Blue Devils keep it with 8 seconds remaining in the power play. Back up to the right side flat. They go to the opposite side. Wants to get the shot in. Centers it over. Takes the shot and scores right as the power play ends up. Oh, that one is a bummer for the Saints. They had just cleared the power play when the second pass got through, and we're tied at 1. Just too many times in the box came back to haunt the Saints. I'm not sure what's going on. Maybe there's an issue with the goal. I don't know. But anyway, looks like we're about to return to live action. 1-1 tie. Two power plays after the Saints got one. But it was a 5-on-3 for a while. The Saints were able to stop. Now we got a whistle. Waiting for play to continue here. The faceoff in the attack zone for the Saints. But the faceoff is won cleanly by Lawrence Tech, and they're getting it out to neutral ice. And that was on the tape. Look at this. Tries to skate past the defender. Now a battle for it behind the end. The Saints are able to finally corral it. Can they clear it? They should be able to. They changed the flow, still deep in their defensive zone. And now it's out to center ice. Saints bring it out. That's onside. Chase after it. Takes the shot, redirected just past the goalie. Another slap shot by AQ, and this time the goalie's going to hold on to it with a 1-1 tie. 14 minutes remaining here in the second period. There's the last whistle as line changes have ended. The puck is dropped. It's won cleanly by Lawrence Tech. And they're going to bring it behind the goal. Centered right in front of the goal. Took an AQ hop. Now they're battling for the loose puck. Gets it. Wants to shoot it. Good defensive work. Still there. Takes a shot. Second effort. Third effort. Where's the puck? And finally, Lawrence Tech has it. And they'll be able to clear it out to the neutral zone. Now they push it up the ice. And back it comes the other way. End-to-end action here, folks. Saints bring it in. Got by the defense. Shot. He tried to go over the right shoulder of the goalie, but he sees it well and holds on to it with 13:33 to go now here in the period. Puck is dropped. Saints chase after it. Who's going to get it first? They wave off the offsides, or the icing. And now the Saints get it back out to the neutral zone. But the Lawrence Tech squad still has it. Saints force it all the way down. Can the Saints keep it in? No, bad giveaway. Look at this. Does he got the wheels? He's got a trailer, but the puck just barely off the tape. Now there's a scramble in front of the kitchen. Lawrence Tech gets it on net, and but it takes a AQ bounce off a player. Huge check right there, and now I can't see what happened, but I'm assuming it was a couple of guys not happy about life in general. I think both teams got to remember today is 2 months to the day till Christmas. Santa's watching. He's seeing who's naughty and who's nice. You can't afford to end up in the penalty box if you're looking for something besides coal under the tree. I don't know if that's actually the case with hockey players. I think Santa has an exception. Is this just going to... A 5-minute major is called on the Saints. Oh. And that's going to be on Outwater. Let's see who's going to be served. If they gave him a 5 and a 10, there won't be anybody serving it. The face-off will be to the right of the AQ goal. They're still having a conversation about what's going on. I'm guessing he must have got a DQ as well. And now there actually is a man serving the penalty. So this is one of those power plays that does not stop. It will stay a power play the entire 5 minutes here. A 5-minute and a game misconduct So that means Mr. Outwater will be having a conversation with our athletic director, Damon Baukamp, at some point. Another PK coming up here for AQ. This is a longin'. Saints tried to get it out to the neutral zone. They do so. And that'll allow them to change it up. Both teams change up the lines with still 4 minutes remaining in the power play. 11:57 to go here in the second period. What has been an entire power play period for the for Lawrence Tech. You almost feel like the next close one's going to go the Saints' way because the last 4 have gone against them. Oh, takes a break there for AQ. Ricochets all the way down. And the goalie can't play it because the Saints were chasing after it. And now they reverse the flow. Push it up the ice. Now they dump it in. Saints go after it. Tried to clear it down. With 3.5 to go, let's see where the faceoff's going to take place. Ooh. It's going to be to the left of the goalie, who is fixing his mask. The referee is stopping the play to make sure he's allowed the chance to do so. And being the amount of pressure he's had on him, it causes feedback. All right, there's the whistle. We're about to have the face-off. 1.5 minutes into this 5-minute major. Saints so want to clear this one. But a good job there by the Blue Devils to keep it onside. Centers it. There's a massive inhumanity in front of the kitchen. And the Saints, though, get it out to center ice. Now Lawrence Tech brings it onside. Wants to dump it, instead whistles it around. Back out to the right side, to the left, back and forth. Tries to cut it inside. Look to wrap it around as we're down to 2:50 to go. Back out wide open from the point and held on to a fine play there. Oh, now we have some extracurricular activities. Still a 1-1 tie with 2:46 to go. Coming up on the halfway mark of this 5-minute major. Both teams going for a wholesale line change. The faceoff is won by the Saints, but I don't think they were unable to clear it, and now it's taken away by Lawrence Tech. They get it out to the point. Now he skates with it, pulls it back over to the left side flat, who skates towards the point, around to the opposite side, brings it in, is blocked by a couple of Saints, and are they able to clear it out? And they do! What a play defensively there, and a hooking's going to be called. So with 2:20 to go, it will be even strength once again. Number 2's heading to the box for Lawrence Tech. That'll be Josh Ruland. The defenseman was guilty. And with 10:06 to go in the period, at the halfway mark of the game, now it's going to be, we'll be at 4-on-4 for 2 minutes, and then another minor mini power play. Chasing after it, tries to clear it. And another whistle. And now I don't know what it is. must be having some issues with the net staying on that one. Puck about to be dropped to the right of the AQ goal. And it is onside in this 4-on-4 action. Tries to feather it across the ice. Saints want to clear it out, and they'll be able to do so. Now they're pushing up on the ice. Oh, fanned on it, and there's another penalty coming up. Obstruction, I'm going to guess. And now the Saints will have a power play with a lot of ice. 4-on-3 for about a minute and a half. So let's see if the Saints can recapture the lead. 4-on-3. The face-off to the left of the Lawrence Tech goal. The puck is dropped. I can't see who has it. Saints are holding on to it. Malatuin has it. Now he skates it up, centers it, gets it back on the give and go, tries to get it down low, but a good job there by Lawrence Tech to get it all the way down. Saints have to chase after it. And now this game is just no ebb and flow. The Saints are going to have another penalty coming up here. Erickson's going to the box. So, man, trying to add up on how all these are. There's no more space in the, as you can see, in the upper right corner. We got penalties everywhere on the two teams. It's going to be 3-on-3. You don't see this very often. For 57 seconds, there's going to be a lot of ice. Wide open in front, but a great save. Face-off is won by Lawrence Tech. Now they try to bring it up. The bad part here for the Saints is oh, what a play, what a save. A great handle by the potential goal scorer. Nice little feathered pass through 5-hole. Close quickly, loose puck, who's got it? Oh, and now we're going to have some more shenanigans going on. And there's no more spot on the penalties. So now I'm not sure what's going on. Now we have two more guys went in the box for one for each team. And I'm guessing those are going to be, I mean, we're running out of spaces to put it on the penalties. The scoreboard can't show it any further. Face-off is won by, we'll say, they both got a roughing penalty. Now the Saints bring it up, onside. Jason foots it, misses it, redirected. Wow, and the sticks are up again. Holy cow, is this one got a little bit on the Cuckoo for Cocoa Puff side. I'm going to blame this one on, I'm not going to say who, but somebody said nothing else could happen tonight. Well, I don't know if anything is going to happen, but we're having a lot of penalty minutes. Face-off is won by Lawrence Tech. This is not a power play, technically for either team. Slap shot, fired it off the mark. Saints will chase after it. This reminds me of overtime in the NHL right now. 3-on-3. And now it's going to be a short-lived power play for Lawrence Tech, 4-on-3. But the Saints bring it back the other way. And now they're just going to milk it off. They got 19 more seconds. This is smartly done here. And now they push it all the way down and finish a line change. 10 seconds remaining in these ones. Then it'll be a short power play for AQ, I believe. Saints center it, but nobody was there. Now they got to chase after it. Can they get to it? And whistles it the other way. Odd man rush potentially for the Blue Devils. And it should be 5-on-4 now, I believe. Tried to clear it, unable to do so. Looks to center it. Tried to go 5-hole, brings it around, and both teams are now back to even strength. And it's going to get a little chippy again. Well, technically there's still 2 guys in the penalty box. They don't know when they can come out. Oh, that's a huge penalty. Now the officials are still trying to sort this one out. But the Saints are going into the box right. Wait, no, that was. Now I'm confused. Is it another power play coming up for Lawrence Tech? No, now it's got both teams with. But there's 2 Saints in the box. So now we're back to only 2 penalties showing up on the scoreboard, but 2 players for both teams in the penalty boxes. And 4-on-4 action out on the ice. Saints win the faceoff. Mike Dean is going to have a field day doing all the penalty minutes in this game. Back out to the center ice. Wanted to bring it in, lost the puck. Bad giveaway. Odd man rush the other way. Saints get back, though, to even it up. And another penalty coming. At one point, I thought this period might end. Now I'm starting to wonder if it's ever going to end. But it looks like the Saints are going back to the box. This time it's going to be Dashner. So it's going to be a 5-on-4 or 4-on-3. I don't even know. Getting ready for the face-off to drop. Wow, that's a penalty I don't hear very often. Kneeing. Redirected, shoots, blocked, nice save. Saints want to clear it out, but a good job by Lawrence Tech keeping it in. They have had the man advantage for so much of this period. And there's another cross check. This is coming up on the Saints. Holds on to it. But the cross check is what's going to be called. So now a 5-on-3 once again. So now there's 13 guys in the penalty box for the Saints and 1 for Lawrence Tech. 5-on-3 or 4-on-3. I'm confused. Sets it up, takes the shot. Saints want to clear it out. It was cross-checking was the call. Now they push it up the ice, 5:30 to go here in the period. Nice job there by Lawrence Tech to keep it on. Fires it over, back up to the top, down low, tries to center it, whistle it across. I think some of the penalties are about to come up here shortly. Saints clear it all the way down. That'll allow line changes. And that's off. So they get it back out to center ice. That'll allow the Blue Devils to finish their line change. The Saints still are. And a whistle. So it looks, I'm not sure if it's a 5-on-3. Maybe it is for at least 19 more seconds. Folks, I don't remember a period of hockey where I've seen this many penalties since the 90s rivalry between the Red Wings and the Colorado Avalanche. Face-off is won by Lawrence Tech. They're going to set up, center it to the point. Left side circle. Opposite side. Down low. Coming in, got it, but couldn't hold on to it cleanly. First penalty is about to be up. Takes the shot, redirected off the mark. And the Saints have one of the two guys out. So now it's 5-on-4. They center it, wide open, shoots. Held on to, pushed away, second effort. Right in front of the goal, lots of traffic. The Saints clear it all the way down. That's going to milk some of the clock off of this power play. We're down to 4:14 to go. Saints go for a wholesale line change. Following suit here is Lawrence Tech as they bring it up the ice. Just past the red line, into the attack zone, drops it off. Saints try to poke at it. They did a second effort, though. It's still there. Possession remains clearly with the Blue Devils. They get it down low to the circle. Want to center it, do so. Just over the goalie, tries for a wraparound, and missed it still. 50 seconds to go, a stop and play. Holy guacamole, has this one been cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Wow, has this been an intense, crazy period of hockey. Still 50 seconds remain in this penalty. You just get the feeling we're about to get more. There's the face-off. Saints win it. Can they clear it out? They do so. Chasing after it with a full head of steam. Look at that. Well done. Mishandled. Loose puck. Saints keep it in. Could have been a hook. No call there. And a good job there by the Blue Devils to keep it in play. Center back out to the point. Right circle. Blast it. That was a slap shot. Now, takes a bit of a break there for the Blue Devils. They're trying to center it up behind the end line. Gets it out near the blue line, back down low. Intercepted by the Saints. 4 seconds to go. They clear it out, and they got rid of this. For the second time today, AQ is killed off a 5-on-3. We're at even strength for the first time since Tuesday, and it is 1-1 score with 2:48 to go in the second period. Wow, goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Looks like the faceoff's coming out to center ice. And it is won by AQ, but they give it away. They steal it right back, and now they dump it down behind the goalie. Pushes it up the half boards. Dump and dig once again. And now it is Lawrence Tech bringing it up the ice. A little bit of a mishap there for the Saints, but they're still able, thank goodness, to clear it out. As we're down to 2 minutes remaining in the second period. Up the ice with a head of steam, chops it off, takes the shot over the shoulder of the goalie. Back it comes the other way. Man, bodies are sprawling all over the place. Takes a funny hop and scores. Minute 46 to go in the second period. A junk goal for Lawrence Tech gives them a 2-1 lead. I think it was number 27. Number 9 gets the goal, and the Saints tie it back up with a junk goal of their own. Minute 30 to go. It took just 17 seconds for the Saints to tie it back up. I did not see who that was. It was Zachary Burns who gets the goal. Down the Saints come with a clear. Is there a penalty? It should be a penalty shot. Now we got whistles all over the place. Sticks are up all over the place. Cats and dogs living together. Anarchy in the streets. Well, temporarily, now we can see it. Temporarily, there's no penalty minutes on the scoreboard. That's about to change. And a 2-2 tie with a $1:12 to go in the second period. Man, they're taking forever to sort this one out. Honest to God, the first period took about 35 minutes. The second one, we're in the third hour. This contest started October 25th. Thanksgiving is tomorrow. All right, all that for just, well, might be one penalty and then offsetting minors, is what I'm guessing. All right, so the Saints about to start a power play here with a minute 12 to go in the second period. Face off to the left of the goalie. Saints win it. Take the shot, redirected off the mark. It's going to be all the way back out to center ice. Saints are going to recapture it. And then a pair of matching minors for roughing. Saints whistle it down. Chase after it. Tried to keep it in, but they were overloading the strong side. And now it goes all the way back down. Now they got to chase after it. We're down to 39 seconds to go here in the second period. Nice stick handle in there by Lawrence Tech. Saints lost the puck, pushes it up, wants to bring it down, pushes it down, chases after it. Lawrence Tech gets there first. They battle for it in front of the goal, and now it's cleared out all the way down once again. Good job here by the penalty killing for Lawrence Tech. Final 8 seconds to go here of the second period. 5 seconds. 4, takes the shot on goal. The goalie pushes it aside, and that's going to end the second period. We're tied 2-2. The Saints left 48 seconds of a power play when we return. Keep it here on the AQ Saints YouTube network. Saints looking to take the lead here in a 2-2 tie early in the third period. Power play for another 17 seconds. Trying to reverse the flow back out to the point. Shot on goal off the mark. Battle for it at the half board. Saints keep it in. Tried to center it. Nice job keeping it alive. Gets it over to the right side post. Down it comes over to the flat. Penalty about to be even strength. Wraparound attempt. Second effort. Missed. Fandon. Kept in by the Saints, but knocked out by the visitors. And here they'll push it up the ice. Bringing it all the way down. Wrapping it around. Back it comes the other way. Saints try to keep it on side. Line change going up for both teams. Saints with an odd man rush here if they hustle. Good defensive work. It goes behind the goalie. Saints get it. But now it's taken away by the visitors from Lawrence Tech, and they push it up the ice. At the half boards, battle for it. Saints want to get it back out to the neutral zone. Looks like they will. Now they bring it in. Even strength. We haven't seen a lot of that in the second period. Can the Saints keep it in? They fight for it, but they're not going to do it for, I don't believe they'll be able to. Nice job there keeping it in. Saints changing up the lines. Trying to get it outside the zone. They do so. Long stretch pass. Nice job of ticking it. That will negate the icing. But it's just taken away, and Lawrence Tech will bring it back the other way. Gets it past the red line, and then dumps it all the way down so that he can finish the line change. Saints chase after it. Tries to bring it back outside. They do so into the neutral zone. The pass hit and that's going to be offsides as it got the back of the jersey of Nineheis. Holy cow, when that air blower comes on, it gets even colder. I don't just see my breath, I see my soul. Face-off won by the Saints, right inside the red line. Whistles it down. That's a shot on goal and held on to by the goalie. With 17:05 to go in regulation, 2-2 tie. Saints and Lawrence Tech ending this home and home. Lawrence Tech took the game yesterday at Lawrence Tech. Saints looking to even the series. Face-off won by Lawrence Tech, and they're going to push it up the ice. And then a great job keeping it on side. Swept away. Oh, my goodness. Was that no place for the faint of heart? Battle at the half boards. Saints now have a chance to get it out to neutral ice, but a bad giveaway. Can they clear it on the second attempt? On the give and go, they should be able to now. And they do. But a poke checked away, and it's going to go all the way down. That was off Lawrence Tech, so no icing. Back in the zone, Saints tried to center it. There's bodies everywhere. Sticks are up high. And now it's an odd man rush the other way for Lawrence Tech. Tries to center it. Instead is going to take it up the half boards. Lost the puck, gets it back. Whistles it back around. Saints clear it back out, run into each other, a couple of AQ players. But look at this, Erickson, he's onside. Takes the shot. The goalie second chance and scores! Putting the biscuit in the basket for the Saints on the rebound. Erickson's original shot was saved, but the rebound gets punched in by number 18, Brendan Bourne. The Jenison High School standout finds the net, and the Saints take a 3-2 lead. Holy cow. Saints led this one 1-0. Lawrence Tech tied it at 1, took a 2-1 lead. Saints tied it just 17 seconds later, and now have taken the lead with 15 and 50 to go in the third. It is 3-2 AQ. Pushes it up. Saints try to clear it off the half boards. They do so. Round puck gets loose. Nice job there keeping it in by Lawrence Tech, and they want to center it. They got him to a wide open man. Whistles it, but the goalie's able to just brush it away. And look at this, the perfect pass, but it was just off the mark. Oh, they had an odd man rush, and now it's just dumped in, pushed aside. Both teams are changing up some of the legs. Saints pushing it up the ice quickly. Full head of steam. Got by the first man. Tries to put it on goal. The goalie's going to have to hold on to that with 14:45 to go. Just 1 minute later, Saints on top 3-2 here in the third. We thank you for joining us here on the AQ Saints YouTube network. Joey Sutherland, I've had the pleasure of bringing the action, a whole bunch of action today. We've had swimming and diving, women's volleyball, and now the second game of a hockey doubleheader. AQ with the puck, but good pressure by Lawrence Tech, and now the Saints dump it down. That could have been an icing, but the goalie plays it. That will negate it. And now they try to fire it up the half boards. Dashner keeps it in. Shot on goal. Takes a funny hop. Two Saints were there. They center it. Gets the shot. It's blocked away. Oh, what a defensive play there by Lawrence Tech to keep this 3-2. And now they're just going to dump it down and change up the lines. Saints get it, and they follow suit. With the fresh legs, they push it up, go down into the attack zone, want to center it. A couple of guys are open, but they can't get a clear handle on it, and it goes back to Lawrence Tech, who has a full push there, takes the shot, held on to, and we'll have a face-off in the AQ attack zone. 13 and 50 to go in regulation. It's 3-2 Saints on top. Puck is dropped, and the Saints end up with it. They get it out to the neutral zone, and the ricochet comes to a Saint player. Full head of steam, and they're going to call him just offside. Oh, baby, just by the hair on his proverbial chinny chin was he offside, and with 13:40 to go, we'll have a face-off back out in the center ice area. We want to once again thank you for joining us here in the AQ Saints YouTube network. Go ahead and subscribe if you're an AQ fan, as we'll be having a lot of action this year. And now, as you can see, hopefully you've seen already, the Nelson Report will be on our AQ Saints YouTube network. Bad giveaway, but it actually turned out to be a great play. How that wasn't offsides, I don't know. Takes the shot just off the mark. And now the Saints are able to clear it back out to the neutral zone. Oh, I thought that was offsides by about a yard. And no call. Play continues. Again, whistled around the half boards past the goalie. Saints corral it. Now try to push it up and can't corral it, can't keep an hold of it. It's right in front of the AQ bench, and now they're trying to push it out, and that's still onside. But the Saints are able to pick it up and change directions up the half boards, out to neutral ice. Oh, that should be too many men on the ice. The Saints won it. No call there. Oh, baby. Maybe the officials are out of their allotment of whistle blows for the game because they did 59 in the second period. That's unofficial. I haven't seen the stat sheet yet. That's onside for the Saints, looking for somebody. Nobody there. Finally gets somebody late, but it's poke checked away back out to center ice. Saints dump it back down. They'll tag up and now go after it. The goalie has it. Leaves it for one of his teammates who pushes it up the ice. Can't corral it, can't hold on to it. Saints have it, and they took the shot. Oh, I wish they would have passed that one over as Xavier Erickson was wide open. Now it's up the half boards, intercepted by the Saints, centered, puts it up. That looked like it hit the netting. No whistle, so it must not have. Saints try to center it. Loose puck. And it comes out. Who's going to get it? And a great job by Lawrence Tech. Now it's a foot race. Centered it. Nobody was there. Saints end up with it. Can they clear it out? They cannot. A great job by Lawrence Tech. They ricochet it off the end boards and then try to chase after it. Saints want to get it back out to the neutral zone. They do so, but it's intercepted right away, and now it's a hot potato. 3-on-2, centers it. Saints steal it back. Goes off the deflect of a Saint. Kept in. No, they're going to say it came out. Oh, baby. I'm as Saints as it comes. Die hard. But the linesman missed that one. That one never cleared the blue line completely, and AQ catches a break. 11:22 to go here in the third period. AQ on top, 3-2. Connor, what was the final of D3 yesterday? 4-3. Okay. D3 won their first game yesterday, 4-3. Now their D1 partners are trying to do the same. Oh, bad giveaway. Bringing it up the ice. Pushed away there. As play will continue, Gene was able to push that one away. And now it's a chase after the puck. And actually the goalie plays it to negate the icing. And that's still onside. And now it's still a scrum for it. Now it's pushed all the way down. And the goalie has to play it down there, because that would have been actually on goal. Weird how the puck is flopping right here as we're coming up on halfway through the third period. 10:30 to go in regulation. Saints up by a penny, 3-2. Out to center ice, into the attack zone. Skates through, fires it, just missed it. Wow, that one took a ricochet. Slap shot, just off the mark there. Oh, he would like a second chance at that. He might get it. Gets by the defender, but now he's got a second defender there. He's got to try to skate away with it. Tried to feather it back up the ice. Now it goes the opposite direction as they change the flow. Saints keep it, though. Oh, what a good read. Centers it. Takes a funny hop in front of the kitchen, but the Saints are unable to do anything with it. Now it's behind the end line. Fires the shot. The net comes off the mooring, and we're going to have a stop and play with 9:46 to go. Holy cow, has this been a crazy game, folks. It was kind of a, except for the goal by AQ on the remarkable steal and then going the distance by Xavier Erickson, it was a boring first period besides that. The second period was anything but boring if you're a fan of the referees, because it was a whistle every 27 seconds, and we had 5-on-3s, even strength, matching minors. There were so many penalties in that second period that the people that are working the stats got writer's cramp. Now it is the Blue Devils bringing it up the other way. Takes the slap shot. It's partially deflected into the netting. We'll have another face-off with 9:34. Waiting for play to continue here. The ends of the changes. Still in the offensive zone for Lawrence Tech. Saints want to get it out of there, and they finally will. Oh, but it's dumped back in. I thought it got out. It did not. So good job there by the Blue Devils to keep it. That's some good forechecking, but now it's back out to neutral ice and all the way into the AQ attack zone, but chasing after it is Lawrence Tech. Saints are now pinching up. Erickson's open in front of the cage. Can they get it to him? Takes the shot next to the goalie. Now they battle it behind the end line, right in front of the goal. Tries to find some help, and a great defensive play by number 27. That is Kevin Bond. Saints tried to clear it. It's unable to, but Lawrence Tech pushes it past the end line up to the half board. Centers it. We got a whistle. What do we got? Did it come off again? It did. Good googly moogly. Eight and 35 to go now. They fix it. And we'll have a face-off to the right of the Saints goal. It is won by Lawrence Tech. Behind the end line. Saints battling for it. Lawrence Tech keeps it in, redirected, and it's going to be held onto. And up for the first time here in the third period. Some tempers flare. We're down to 8 and 25 to go here. Oh. There is no sin better than at a freezing hockey arena to have some nice, at one point, super hot, now lukewarm, hot chocolate. Face-off won once again by Lawrence Tech, but they center it way too far down, and they have to chase after it into their own defensive zone. Now they try to push it up. Saints now have to chase after it. And oh, bad communication there between the goalie and the defenseman, and it forces him to cover it up, which is not what Coach Rosema would have liked to have seen. They do not want another face-off here in the Lawrence Tech attack zone. Puck goes behind the end line. Nobody has it. Finally, Rosema grabs it for AQ, reverses the flow. Takes a bit of a Lawrence Tech hop. Centers it, but nobody there. And the net is off the bearing again. And somebody's going to start to get annoyed here shortly. I'm not accusing anybody of anything. I'm just saying, I've seen the official spit on it to try to get it to freeze. And it's cold enough in here, it should. That thing should be concrete in there. It's so cold. They're trying to fix it again. The referee is still not happy with it. He's still doing some major renovation. I don't think I spent that much time when I did home improvement in my cottage. But looks like we're ready to drop the puck. The linesman does so. The face-off is won by the Saints. They whistle it around the half boards. Still in the attack zone. They changed the flow. Can the Saints clear it out to center ice? They do not. Good job there once again by Lawrence Tech to keep it in the attack zone. Now it's behind the AQ's. Oh, what a move. What a remarkable move that was. And now the Saints clear it out. And now they try to go up the ice, but a good check there. Oh, takes a hop for the Saints. Now we're looking for the wraparound or a center. Takes the shot short side. No. Rosie tried to go short side. He did not see Botcher was wide open at about 10 meters. He could have buried the biscuit in the basket with 7:21 to go. Instead, we're going to have a face-off as both teams are changing up the lines. There it is. Face-off is won cleanly by the Saints. Centered it. Oh, just gotten a leg on it. Was a Lawrence Tech player. They push it up the ice. Saints intercept it. Chases after it. It's going to be the Blue Devils putting it onside. That is legal, and it is just off the mark. They chase after it. Still have strong possession, though. Now a battle behind the end line. Can the Saints clear it out to neutral zone? They do not. Chasing after it. Who's going to get it first? Saints do. They pop it up. Oh, that was a bad clearing attempt. I am sure Evan Doan would like to have that one back. So the face-off once again will be in the Blue Devils attack zone with 6:52 to go to the right of the goaltender. And they win it. And what a remarkable point blank, no super you save. That was by Gene. Mean Gene said, not today. Don't bring that into my kitchen without culinary skills, because I'm cooking and he's a stopping. Still 3-2, Saints on top. 6:47 to go. There is an upset parent somewhere. Brings it back up into the center ice. Deflected, taken away. Oh, what a defensive play there. Odd man rush opportunity for Lawrence Tech. Takes the shot, redirected. Now I can't see the puck. Who's got it? Behind the cage, whistles it around. Slap shot put up. Still Lawrence Tech with a solid control. Saints temporarily intercepted. Can they clear it down? They do, but that might be an icing. No, it would have been on net. So they got to play it with 6:08 to go, and that'll allow both teams to change up the legs and bring out fresh bodies. Good check there right at center ice. Full head of steam. Oh, nice block there by Botcher. Saints try to clear it. They cannot do so, and that stays in. Tough angle, pops up, it hit the, you do not see that in hockey very often. That one actually hit the roof of the arena. And we'll have a face-off on top of the Southside Ice Arena. You ever seen the original Clerks movie? They played floor hockey on top of the Stop and Go, or whatever the store was. Look at this, the other way. Takes the shot. It actually got by the goalie, but it was off the mark. Saints have to chase after it to get it. That would have been offside, so now they got to go back in. They will change up the lines. That'll afford the opportunity here for Lawrence Tech to bring it up the ice. Saints will chase after it, though. They get the puck back, and now they have a head of steam. Takes the shot off the mark. Saints still have the puck, though. Another shot on goal. Goes the opposite way. Once again, off the mark, and it's back out to the neutral zone. In fact, goes all the way down. Doan goes after it, and it's going to be ice, ice, baby. Bum, 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 ba-da-dum, bum. All the way back into the Saints attack zone with 4:55 to go in regulation. 3-2, AQ on top. It was a goal by Aquinas at the 15:58 mark. Number 18 for the Saints, Brendan Bourne. Put the biscuit in the basket. On a second chance effort there. Off of an Erickson original shot. Saints with another attempt. Just missed. Right in front of the goal. Oh my goodness. Now the Saints have it behind. Nobody to center it to. And it's going to be pushed all the way down the ice. AQ has to chase after it, but they didn't really have to, because Lawrence Tech went for a wholesale line change. 4:30 to go in regulation now. That's onside, and they'll avoid the icing as it was tipped in. Saints try to center it. Battle for the puck behind the end line. Who's going to get it? It's still being battled, and it goes past, and that's going to be a delayed offside. Saints have to tag up. They do so. But Lawrence Tech lost it. Saints get it right back bring it into the neutral zone. Lost it, lost an edge, centered it, gets it back, takes a shot, and oh, the Saints get a break on that one, and that's going to be an icing, but they will take that one with 4 minutes to go in regulation. That was a bad giveaway, but a heads-up play to keep it 3-2. Face-off is won by Lawrence Tech, but don't have clean control. Saints want to get it out to the neutral zone. They do so. Well done there. Lost an edge. Saints get it back. Is that onside? I think it is. Can they center it? The goalie has to hold on to it with 3:38 to go. I got to tell you what a difference a period makes, because that same play right there in the second period, we would have had 6 penalties and 5 guys with their sticks up. Waiting to. Saints keep it in. Now they try to feather it down behind the goal. Go after it. There are 2 Blue Devils there. The Saints end up with it, though. They want to center it, but it's taken away and cleared out to the neutral zone by Lawrence Tech. Past the goalie. Bad giveaway. Still Lawrence Tech with the puck. There's a lot of bodies there right in front of the kitchen. Too much traffic. I don't see the puck. There's a lot of swaps at it. Looking very upset right now. Ian Kuntz was not happy about how that one progressed, as both teams are going to change up here with 3:04 to go in the third. That'll allow me a quick opportunity to get another drink of hot cocoa. Oh, Saints want a penalty, no whistle. Could have been a cross-checker interference. Nice job, though, by LT to keep it in. Saints desperate to get it out. Now they're going to have to change the flow. It takes a funny hop. Bad giveaway. Lawrence Tech still wins it, gets it out to the point, puts it on goal, misses it. Another great opportunity there. Where's the puck? Saints have a chance to clear it out, and they do so. And that'll allow them to change up the lines, and it will force Lawrence Tech to chase after it with 2:20 to go now. We'll keep an eye on the goalie here to see if they pull him. Popped it up by the Saints. It is onside. Back out to the neutral ice. Saints have to tag up. They allow Lawrence Tech to get it. Lawrence Tech tries to bring it up. Saints clear it back out. We're at 2 minutes remaining in regulation. Now it's dumped in and chased after. AQ tries to whistle it around the half boards. Lawrence Tech has it. What a center! Point blank shot blocked! What a save by the Saints! And that's still onside, though. They have it still. Oh, there was a hook, no call. And now a lot of traffic in front of the goalie. The net is empty now for Lawrence Tech. We're down to 1:25 to go. They try to center it. They do so. Saints desperate to get a clear here. Lawrence Tech gets it back out to the point, gives it back in the give and go. It hits a body. Now they battle for the loose puck. Tries to get help in the middle, and they clear it all the way down. That will be an icing, though. With 1:03 to go in regulation. The faceoff will come all the way back down into the Lawrence Tech. Are they going to call their timeout here? I thought they were, but now it looks like we're setting up for play to continue. And now the timeout comes. I knew it was just a matter of time before we were going to see it. We'll be right back here after the timeout. 1:03 to go. 3-2. Saints on top. Lawrence Tech with the timeout. All right, sports fans, we're back here. 63 seconds remain in regulation. The face-off is won by Lawrence Tech. Good job. The Saints get out to center ice. Under a minute to go in regulation. Quickly, Lawrence Tech had a chance. They keep that onside. Gets it down low, takes the shot. Just off the mark. Still a lot of pressure coming up from Lawrence Tech here. Saints want to get it clear again. They have a chance to. They pop it up. Let's see if this is an icing. It's going to be close. I think they'll wave it off. They do wave it off. The Saints get down there. They got a loose puck. Centers it. Nobody's there. 33 seconds to go. Saints get it back. Shoots. Second effort. Rosie puts it in. Still can't get it. No. 25 seconds. Good gravy almighty. Saints have the puck. Now they want to get it back down. Lawrence Tech, that's offsides. They can't touch it. They got to tag up. They don't realize it. And the Saints are smart to let them. We're down to 10 seconds to go. They still haven't tagged up. Saints chase after it. 6 seconds. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. That's all there is. There is no more. The Saints have their first win of 2025 with an impressive, hard-fought 3-2 victory over Lawrence Tech. Congratulations, Coach Brandon Rosema and your Saints. Win number 1 of 2025 is yours. Holy cow. Goals from Xavier Erickson, Zachary Burns, and the game winner, number 18, Brendan Bourne, is the difference. AQ over Lawrence Tech, 3-2. That's going to wrap it up. A crazy day of AQ athletics. I'm exhausted. I got 7 articles to write. I'm going to get out of here, watch the end of the U of M MSU game. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Until next time, God bless, good night, and it's a great day to be a Saint. We'll see you soon.